You have to fight back, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You have to fight back, because if you don't, you're gonna end up being 80 years old and feeling so much regret in your life that you didn't fight back all them years back, and that you let other people's opinions of you overcome your love for yourself. You're gonna hate yourself, bro. I promise. You're gonna be like, wow, I love somebody else more than I love myself. I just to keep them, just to spare their feelings, I never spared my own. You have to fight back, bro. Please never let yourself get bullied again, bro. I'm begging you. Because if not, you're gonna turn out like that, or you're gonna turn out like me. And I'm somebody, I've become a very intense person. Like, I'm somebody, like, I'm feared by people who I wanna be feared by now, bro. Like, I don't joke around, I don't play no games with people, like. But it all started because when I was young, I was so scared to fight back, bro. And honestly, for me, it started from my parents, honestly. Not saying my parents did anything like intentionally wrong, but it's like more so like, you know how when you're young, your parents discipline you? In my case, it made me scared to speak up for myself against anybody, damn man. You know, so through my elementary school years, like my first time getting bullied for real was in 5th grade. And I'll never forget, bro. There was this, I used to get teased by the girls, by the dudes and stuff. People never was like really putting their hands on me like crazy, but you know, it's like, I was the easy target. I was the easy target to look cool in front of the girls, or like just to make yourself feel superior, because I wouldn't fight back, you know? So there was this one guy, right? We're gonna call him R. We're gonna call him Ron for this video. So there was this one bully, specifically named Ron, right? And he's somebody, he just overdid it, bro. He was like my worst bully I ever had. I was in 5th grade, bro. I feared this dude so much, even though if I fought him, I knew I could have, like, you know, whipped him, at least just put up a good fight. He would have respected me forever after that, but I was so scared of Ron, bro. It's like, I was just so scared to speak up for myself, bro. Instead of just, coming out that box, I allowed myself to be so mentally controlled, bro. And even after 5th grade was over and I left that school, I went the rest of my, like, I went through middle school being so mentally still, my mental strength still being handicapped because of that. You know, I struggled with my confidence for years after that, bro. And it wasn't until like early high school, like, but don't get me wrong, in middle school I was never really bullied, bro. Like, you know, your occasional jokes and stuff, but like, you know, nothing ever crazy, bro. And I was ready to fight back for myself in middle school too. But things started to change, bro. Like when I was in high school, I started to develop an intensity, like not just develop it because it's been there always. I started to decide to let it out, bro. I guess this was my vengeance. This was the start of my vengeance, you know. And I started developing this feeling like he gonna pay one day. Everybody who ever played with me, everybody who ever looked at me as, you know, like they're superior to me, they gonna pay. I'm gonna be the richest, wealthiest, amazing man they ever seen in their life. And anybody who ever heard me, like, especially Ron, I'm gonna get his ass one day. I'm gonna get him one day. So when I was in high school, I started working out, right? I started doing push-ups and all that type of stuff. But I started developing like this hatred for him, bro. Like, I literally told myself, if I ever see Ron again, I'm gonna get him. And that's where these problems start, bro. I literally just seen a video the other day of a man who like was bullied like 40 or 50 years ago. He seen his bully and shot him in the face. He was simmering on that hate for so long, bro. But I understand him though. Even though I don't think the dude deserved to get unalived, I truly understand what a guy who got bullied. I understand where he came from, bro. Because when I was in high school, like I said, especially like during my sophomore and junior year, I started like really saying, like, if I ever see Ron one day, I almost said his full name. If I ever see him one day, I'm gonna get him. Like, I'm gonna make him feel the pain I did or worse. You feel me? But like, I got something crazy to tell y'all though. This is when I knew I didn't even really want him to go through so much pain. Instead, I just wanted him to apologize for what he did to me all them years back. Because one day, I seen him at Popeyes, right? He was working at Popeyes. He didn't notice me at all, but I was looking dead at him. And I told the people I was with, I'm like, dawg, that's the dude who bullied me through all those years back. And the first thing they said was, you want F him up? You want to get him? And I know they wasn't lying, bro. They was serious. And I said, oh Lord, like, I don't want him to, you see what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I actually don't want him to suffer as much as I thought I did. I just want this cloud from over my head, this shame. I just felt so much shame, bro. You know? But I still want to just have, so I left. Well, we left. But I still wanted to have a conversation with him someday. So I went, but bro, through the rest of high school, I became like, with my confidence being affected, I'm not even gonna say it was his fault, it was my fault because I allowed it to happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's my fault, because I feel like the best thing you could do in your life is take full accountability, bro. Because if you ever say if you ever say it's because of somebody else, it's like you basically are giving the power to that person. No, it was all my fault. Nobody allowed me to get bullied but myself, you know? So I'm fixing my hair so the shape is look good. But the rest of high school, bro, I was such an intense person. At that point, I wasn't damn near scared of nobody. I was the one trying to fight dudes in high school, bro. Like, if I felt like somebody was disrespecting me in the slightest way, I wanted to fight them. I was asking dudes back to back, do you want to fight? Yeah, but I was so ready. Like, I was just ready to go off. Thank God I never had a fight. You know, but I became the person. I started even sticking up for other people, bro. I remember this one dude, I'm gonna call him M. He was getting bullied by like some popular dudes and stuff, and I literally stood up for him. I literally checked the dudes and they left him alone, because they knew, they seen the look in my eyes, but they knew I was that intense person that nobody was gonna play with. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, like I say, by my confidence being so affected and me having this intensity, I kind of was. A lot of people chose to stay away from me because they felt I was rude, and I don't even blame them, bro. You know, like, you know, but it's like, hey, at least I wasn't getting bullied no more, you know. But when I stood up for him that day, it felt so good, bro. I'm like, man, I wish somebody would have stood up for me like this all them years back, you know. And when I did that for the dude M, like the next time I seen him, he told me, he said you're gonna be that dude one day. He said, you're going to be the man one day. And that touched my heart, bro, because I knew he was right. You know? But, so once I got to college, you know, college was kind of the same, bro. I went to college, this when I finally started being comfortable, like, getting out my shell to talk to girls and stuff. Confidence raising, right? Blah, blah, blah. But, in college, I was pretty much cool. Like, I wasn't really got bullied in college. Like, they had your annoying dudes, but nah, like, that bullying stuff was over, you know? But you also have to make sure you pick your battles right, too. You know, 'cause you don't want to get expelled in college. But, fast forward, I used to be trying to search Ron's Facebook, bro. And I searched it like multiple times over like a span of a year, and I never found it, bro. But this one night, I don't know what I did differently. I forgot. I don't know if I did anything differently at all, bro. I ended up finding this dude page, bro. I friended him. Like, as soon as I seen his page, boom, all the memories came back. I felt like, oh my God, like, I could finally tell this dude what I want. But even though I seen his Facebook page, and his last picture was from like 2 years ago, I'm like, damn, he might not even be on the page no more. So I just sent him a friend request, though, and I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, I see he accepted my friend request, bro. When I seen this dude accept my friend request, and before I went to sleep, I left a message. I said, hey, Ryan, you remember me? This Rodman from from Sarah T. Reed. That's the school we went to when I was getting bullied. When I woke up and seen that he accepted my friend request, and he replied to my message, I said, oh my God, it's my time to finally let it out after all these years of just internalizing hate and revenge and vengeance. It's my time. Bro, I went to my notes and I typed the longest message, bro. And I typed it in my notes just to make sure it was complete. I said everything I wanted to. I let this dude know everything I wanted to, bro. Like, if y'all ever want to see the message, like, let me know. I can make another video about that. But basically, the message was just saying how over these past couple years, I've been internalizing hate from him, and he was like the biggest enemy I ever had in my life. It felt like, and I couldn't wait to see him again, because one day I wanted to hurt him and just let him know all the pain he ever caused me, and how he affected my confidence from my childhood, and how I used my hate for him as motivation to get through so much anger, like through so much trial in my life, you know, and how I just used to pray. I just used to internalize how I couldn't wait to see him hurt more than I did, you know. I let him have it, bro. I told him how when I seen him in public that day, my people was ready to hurt him, you know what I mean? I told him all that, bro, but I told him how far I've come to. I told him how, you know, like him saying nobody will ever like me was the furthest thing from the truth, you know? And, but I told him how it was my fault, because I'm the one who allowed that to happen. So, bro, when I sent him that message, he called me on Facebook, bro. He was like, oh my God, Rodman, bro. He was shocked, bro. He barely could even talk. But after he calmed down a little bit, he basically was saying, like, dude, I had no idea that somebody had that much, like, he had no idea that somebody had that much hate for him after all this time. He would just say how he's so sorry, and, you know, like, and my dad, before I sent that message, when I sent him that message, I told him my dad was like, it most likely was because of what he was going through at home. He was like, man, your dad was right, but he was like, still didn't make it okay. But bro, the moment he apologized, all that weight I carried in my heart finally, I feel like after all this time, bro, it finally left, man. I feel like I finally got my confidence back, bro. I feel like I finally forgave myself for getting bullied all them years ago, bro. You know, we had such a good convo after that, bro. Like, we ended up like we literally friends on Facebook still. We follow each other on Twitter, bro. Like, he's a good dude now, man. You know, and I literally told him I love him last time. I told him I hope he's doing well, man. You know, but that convo really touched my heart, bro. Even though that was like one of the best conversations I ever had, like, in my life, it also showed me, like, man, I could never let somebody have that much power over me again. Because imagine I didn't find him. Imagine he didn't say sorry. I would have lived so much more of my life probably internalizing that, bro. And that would have just only affected me for the worse, bro. But I'm letting y'all know, bro. Like, first, forgive yourself if you ever let yourself get bullied, man. But understand, a new day starts now, bro. You have to fight back. Please fight back. I'm begging you, you know? If you see your bully, just punch him in his face. Like, I promise, you just gonna punch him in the face, or you gonna be so proud of yourself that you did that, versus just letting him have a mental control over you, bro, and bully you. Real, man. So please fight back before you become somebody who becomes filled with hate and make a decision that you can't take back. Something that could be avoided, bro, by just standing up for yourself. And take that with y'all for the rest of y'all life, man. I love y'all. Hit that like and subscribe, baby. Peace.